Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas here on a beautiful day. Welcome back to the library. I'm so excited. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite books on hypnosis. Hypnosis I find so fascinating. I want to share a couple stories with you, and then I'll share the books with you. When I first got into this many years ago, as many times as I could, with as many people as I could, I would do hypnosis sessions with them to of course refine my practice, but also I love to heal. I love to see people get better. And many of you, as a matter of fact, from being a part of this channel for so many years, have said you have been healed from OCD, and that's been a form of hypnosis that I've learned from these books, and then of course the teachings of the Magi. And as I started to bring them together, we've seen what people would consider miracles. And so I want to share a couple with you, just a couple of my favorites. So one time, this gentleman, I don't know, I might have used his name before, I can't remember, but he cut off the end of his finger. And he was in tremendous amounts of pain. And my brain thinks, perfect opportunity to do some hypnosis. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to think what book it is. I think it's Melissa Tear's book. She talks about a numb hand. And I'm thinking, if I give this fella a numb hand, he'll have no pain. So I go, I know this is an inopportune time, but could we do a little hypnosis, And I said, so what's your pain level at? 10, he's freaking out. We do some hypnosis, some breathing, some visualization, do the numb hand. What's your pain level? 0. That's crazy. No drugs, right? All in the mind. Of course, this takes us back to the teachings of the Magi, that all is mind. Another really fun story, and confusing at the same time. I think you'll get a kick out of this, though. We have a lot of property around here, and we have different people that come throughout the years to work and help out. And this one gentleman, he came in one day, and he's all, I think I'm going to have to quit. And he goes, not only this job, but my other job, I can't catch my breath. And as he's talking, he's like, and he's having a hard time breathing. And he said he actually went to the ER the night before, but they couldn't see anything physically wrong with him that they could do for him. And so I said, ding, have you ever tried hypnosis? He's all, no. I said, come here. We went into the house. I laid him down on the couch. I had, this was quite a few years ago, so I was really into it. I had found just the perfect music set to the right frequency that I found, because I tried many different, and I found the music that worked, and I found the perfect breathing that I worked. For me, it's a count in of 4 and a count out of 4 through the nose. And I started getting him to do the breath work. And he's like, well, I can't. He said, that's the problem. I can't do the breath work. And so I took him through the steps where you go deeper into, hypnosis, which you'll learn in some of these books here, where like you visualize you're walking downstairs. When you step down the first step, you're getting relaxed. The next step, you're even more relaxed, and you take him into that deep hypnosis. And then I did the breathing again when he was in deeper hypnosis. Pretty soon, my friends, he's breathing in to a count of 4, breathing out to a count of 4. And then we just stay there, and he's just breathing normal. And so I bring him up out of the hypnosis. You reverse it. You're walking up the stairs now, and you're feeling more awake. And the next step, you're feeling refreshed. And, and so I bring him up out of it. He's breathing 100% fine. None of the gasping, none of the stress, none of what he was experiencing. And he couldn't believe it. And he had shock in his eyes, almost fear in his eyes. And then it was weird, guys. Over the next, weeks, months, he would just stay away from me. And he looked at me with like fear. He's fine. He's healed. And finally, I'm so confused by it. I'm all, you feeling okay? He's all, yeah, I'm feeling great. And real snappy and short with me and walk off. So finally, I went to his wife. I said, what am I missing? Why isn't he building a bronze statue of me and worshiping it? I made him feel better. He thought he was dying, and now he won't even talk to me. And she goes, well, he's just country. He don't understand that stuff. And so it scares him. When he gets scared, he gets mad. Okay. I'm starting to see what got him into that wrong thinking and that mental state that brought him into a physical state in the first place, people. But guys, I've seen, and I won't share the same stories, but I've shared the stories of my friend in Florida that had OCD his whole life. Nothing worked, right? And we did what we called first circle every morning. The mind is everything, right? The energy, the thoughts we hold are so powerful. And so I'll share a couple. One of my favorites was this Melissa Tiers. It's integrative hypnosis. This was I think one of the very first ones I came across. So it might be why I'm so partial to it. Another one is My Voice Will Go With You. And these are the teachings of Milton Erickson. And he's like one of the grandfathers of hypnosis. So I find him absolutely fascinating. And I love the title too, My Voice Will Go With You. Because this is one of those moral issues. Because you're putting your ideas and thoughts into their subconscious mind. And you see, the subconscious mind is what rules your body and your world, right? The little conscious mind, like say you're having some positive affirmations right here. I feel good. I feel fine, or whatever. They don't seem to do anything. This is where most people pray from, right? That little 10% conscious, they're thinking, God, make me successful. But right then they're 90% of their subconscious mind for 23 hours, a day is saying, you don't believe you'll ever be successful. They believe things they were told. Our family's never been successful. Those things don't happen for people and they're holding it as subconscious belief, these true beliefs. And then they got these little conscious, tiny prayers or affirmations and they don't do anything. And so what a hypnotist does is get them relaxed, taps into that subconscious mind, speaks into that soul, and then implants their words. My voice will go with you, right? You don't need to smoke anymore. Smoking's disgusting, right? And then that goes, you plant it so deep, it goes with them for a time. But what's funny, this little 10% conscious mind, believe it or not, is what programs your subconscious mind, your true beliefs. And so after a time, if this doesn't match up with this, they'll start talking themselves out of it, right? And so I think what we set ourselves apart as magi to hypnotists, our counselors, our psychologists, is we train both, right? The head, heart. And a lot of people are catching on to this now. Very important. And so, yeah, your voice will go with them, but you also have to train them to speak right to themselves. It makes me think of the teachings of the Magi. Asha 15 says, only speak truth to yourself and it will form. Right? The ideas that we hold is the world we're going to form. So speak truth, speak good, to yourself at all times until it becomes a subconscious belief. And there's such magic, such power in that. Okay, what else have we talked about here? This one, can you be a hypnotist? Because I started thinking, do I want to do this for a living? Because I was really enjoying it for a time. There was a time I was just bringing countless people in, laying them on the couch, having so much fun with it. But then I got to a point, my heart passion is the message of the Magi. And I found a way I can combine the two. But this is great. This is Erica Flint. You can be a hypnotist. And Trance Work by Michael Yapko. Great book. So those are just a few of my favorites. Thought you might be interested. What I'd like to do, if you want to, is just kind of get a feel for it. You know, you might be thinking, Magus, I feel fine. I don't have any ailments. I don't have any depression or stress. I'm good right now. That's fine, but go ahead and just experience it, and it'll be something you just maybe tuck away for another time if you ever need it or know someone who needs it. So try this with me. Just relax, and we're going to breathe in through our nose at a count of 4. And the thing about our brains is we have so many thoughts going on up there, don't we? What do they say, 60,000 a day? And so we need to quiet those. And it's easier than you think. So as we start this, you know, your mind will think, start to try to go, do I need to change oil in the car? That's okay. You just recognize that as a thought, and then you just come back to the breathing. You know, and as your mind tries to wander and go off, just bring it back. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned that helped me with this. We're going to allow ourselves something to visualize and think about that won't distract from what we're trying to do. And so we're going to visualize the numbers. So as we're breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and release out your nose again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to allow ourselves to visualize the numbers. So now as you do it, breathe in and visualize the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and breathe out and visualize it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, our brains like that. So we're going to do that a few times, and just think about your breath. Visualize the numbers. Feel as the air fills up your chest. It's okay. You can sense your chest as it expands and then deflates. And it's okay. Maybe you'll notice that you're starting to relax just from that type of breathing. Maybe you've felt your shoulders already kind of just slump down and relax a little, maybe on their own. Maybe you have to help the muscles out a little bit. Maybe, are you holding maybe a little tension in your jaw? Just go ahead and just let your jaw fall limp there. Just relax. And breathe. That feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very peaceful. Just for this simple exercise today, we're just going to visualize peace. So simple, but there's a healing that comes in peace. You know, when you're stressed and your body releases cortisol, and it can put you into that fight or flight, and your breathing becomes quicker. And now as we're breathing deep, we're relaxing our muscles, and we just have this knowing everything's okay. Maybe visualize with me. Can you picture a peaceful scene? What does that look like to you? Is it maybe a meadow, grass, and flowers, blue skies, a little lonesome white cloud? Breathe in, breathe out. Everything is going to work out for me. The universe has my back. I can't explain it right now, but it's just this knowing, this feeling. Everything's okay. Everything's good. I feel a love. It's around me and it's in me and it's safe. Breathe in, breathe out. It's beautiful. Your mind likes that. Your body likes that. And a beautiful thing happens when you spend time in that frequency, that energy. It changes things in your brain, changes things in your subconscious. And you'll start to see a better world. It's beautiful. You are beautiful. And I love, love, love you.